Okay, so hopefully you can see me alright and hear me alright. I don't have my mic again, just like in the last video. I am home, but I don't have the right cable to hook it up now. I was using it for something else, and now I don't know where the cable went. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's in my backpack, but anyway, sorry if the audio isn't the greatest. It's about 2:19 a.m. I think in my last video I did mention how I got the job down at BMW. Well, I work nights down there, and I've been keeping the same sleep schedule just to make it easier on myself with work, so I'm not tired at work or wanting to sleep during the night. So I've been staying up pretty much every night, and it kind of sucks in a way, but I'm going to try something really cool tonight. I actually have had this idea for a while, and I'm going to finally try it tonight. So I've had this issue where I can't wash my cars, pretty much because the only time I'm awake, it's already starting to get dark, and I don't want to, wake up the neighbors, disturb the neighbors, whatever. But I have this idea: if I go to a regular car wash in town, and hand wash my car there, usually it's really frowned upon, but it's really late. I'm hoping I can get away with it. I'm bringing a bucket, drying towels, wax, everything. I'm gonna try and do this 100% like I would here at the house, minus using my own pressure washer. And it's the middle of the night, and I'm at a place where it's usually they have signs too that say like no hand washing allowed or whatever, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm actually about to go to the store really quick, a gas station that's open 24 hours, and grab some gallons of water for my 5-gallon bucket, because I'm bringing a bucket to rinse my rag and stuff, or rinse my my microfiber mitt. So that's what I do next: go to the gas station, get the gallons of water, and then we're gonna be heading straight to the car wash. So that's where we're about to go now, just letting my car warm up, and we're gonna head straight there. Okay, so I went and got 2 gallons of water from the gas station. Unfortunately, the only ones they had were in the coolers, so they're cold. It's kind of gonna be rough cleaning the rag in the cold water, but it's better than nothing. If I would have had more time to prep, I would have brought my water from home, and if you're planning on doing this, I suggest you do the same. It'll save you a little bit of money and time. You don't have to stop at the gas station or grocery store or wherever you get your water, or wherever you can get your water if you're doing this late at night. But now I'm at the car wash. I have all my stuff here. Got a whole bunch of wash stuff in here, drying rags, bucket, which I'm going to clean off with the sprayer outside, my water down there, and it is 2:47 a.m. Hopefully this goes smooth. I doubt anyone's going to say anything. I've never done this before, so this is like a trial and error thing, because I'm probably going to end up doing this again in the future. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get some change and explain my plan for this. Okay, so got my bucket there, my water, and over here I got a whole bunch of cleaning stuff, which I'm going to go ahead and kind of get ready, because I want to maximize my time here, or be more efficient with it. Using Adams Polishes Wash and Wax, Chemical Guys microfiber rag, my drying rags, and I got more microfiber cloths down there, which I'm going to use afterwards for this quick wax, because I don't really have time to do a regular wax job, nor do I have the products for it right now. I have my change here. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's on rinse. It is. I'm going to blast off the car. Well, actually, first I'm going to blast out this bucket, because it's been outside and it's dirty, and I don't want dirt in my rinse bucket, so I'm going to blast this off first, then immediately move to the car and rinse this off the best that I can. Get all the big stuff off first and just keep it wet, so that way I can, once it's wet, I will move immediately to hand washing with the mitt and the soap. And then once it's hand washed, I'll probably have to put more change in to rinse that all off. And I'll check over everything, and I might repeat that process if it's not where I want it to be. And then once that's done, I'll hand dry it with the towels here and wax it. And if I feel like I've been here for too long, or people are coming in or whatever, if something happens, I can, you know, come down to the parking lot here and hand wax it or whatever. But hopefully this will go smooth, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to rinsing off this bucket. Okay, so another thing I didn't mention, as soon as I rinse out this bucket, I'm gonna immediately go ahead and pour in the clean water, and that way I just have some water to rinse out my rag instead of having to use the sprayer, just to save more time and save a little bit more money on using the machine. So that's the plan. Okay, now that the car is rinsed off, I went and turned off the machine, the car wash. I'm good and fill my buckets up and go ahead and get to hand washing. Okay, so there's a lot of people coming in and out of here, unfortunately. There is a 24-hour gym over here, but I don't know what they're doing. It seems like they're setting something up down by this grocery store. Not a big deal. I'm not too worried about them. They seem to be doing their own thing. They probably don't care whatever I'm doing. I do suggest, though, if you are doing this, don't just use 2. I would suggest probably like 3, 4, maybe even 5. Probably not 5, but at least 3 or 4. It's not like super deep, but it'll work. Like I said, this is my first time doing this, didn't really know, so we'll see how this goes. Getting ready to soap up my mitt and get the hand washing. Okay, so I already got soap on my mitt and got it wet in the bucket that I'm using to clean it out. I didn't think about this, but next time I'm probably going to bring 2 buckets, one for soapy water and one for regular water, like I normally do at home. I didn't think that it would be worth it. So far it seems to be working fine with just soap on the mitt and rubbing it in, but I think next time I'm going to bring 2 just in case and do it the way I normally would at home.
On silver screens, believing everything we come to see. Go outside, it feels so good. We're loving and hating and making scenes. Now we just see everything we believe. We just see everything. We just see everything we believe. We just see everything we believe. We just see everything. Everything you believe, just say everything. You seem so rehearsed, but do you really care? I always feel like you're never aware. You're a part of me, but we're so apart. Where is your heart?
finished washing down the car with my hand. I went ahead and poured out the bucket. I didn't think about it and actually just poured it like out, thinking it was going to come back into here and go to the drain. But some of it actually went out and down the little hill over here. Wasn't really thinking too much. I'm a little tired, but now I'm going to go ahead and turn the machine back on, put some more change in, rinse off the whole car, and then from there we're going to move into drying the car. Okay, so I already turned the machine on, rinsed off the whole car, got all the soap off. Since it's not, sunny out and I'm not, exposed to the weather elements of letting the car, having the water evaporate off the car, I'm gonna let it drip dry just for just a minute, just to get, it a little dry before I go in and hand dry it, saving a little bit of time. It's not gonna cause water spots this way, thanks to it being nighttime and being covered. I would really recommend a second bucket, one for clean water, one for your soapy water. I didn't do the best job of keeping the dirty water off of the car just because of only having one bucket and no way to really rinse the rag super well. The car already had swirls in it, so I'm not too worried about that. But other than that, everything seems to be going fairly well. This takes time, and if you're not in a good location or they have cameras here, the owner is eventually going to catch on. This one doesn't have any cameras or anything, and I don't even think there's any signs saying not to come hand wash. Or yeah, it does right here: no bucket or hand washing when customers are waiting. Oh, well, here. So at this place, you're allowed to do that as long as no one's waiting. So this is pretty cool. I'm probably going to continue to do this then. So once this thing is hand dried, I'm going to come back with some Meguiar's spray wax, quick wax. I don't have time to do a full wax job here. Normally I would use like an actual electronic buffer whenever I do that. And this Meguiar stuff works really well. So that's the plan. It's not really drip drying too much more. Let's get into hand drying. Okay, so just because of like spray from the sprayer, one of my top rags got a little wet, but I'm still going to use it anyway. It's not too badly wet. I'm going to go ahead and start hand drying the car, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, so the car has been 100% dried now. I'm getting ready to go ahead and do the wax on it. I did notice a few spots that I missed pretty good, especially on the front bumper. I've been dailying this car about an hour and a half twice a day to work, so there's a lot of bug buildup on the front bumper. I did get most of it like I had wanted to, but I did notice a few things I couldn't get and I still can't get, so I'll probably have to wash it again another day when I'm off and have more time with it. But for the most part, everything looked really well, looked really good, so I'm going to go ahead and do the wax and try and get out of here. Okay, so for the wax, I'm using Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax, and I'm just using some regular microfiber cloths. This you can buy at like any auto parts store, Walmart, Target, wherever. These I got on Amazon for $20, and it's a pack of 50, so that's a pretty good deal. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to go over the whole car pretty much in this, trying to help protect it. This also kind of helps clean, kind of in a way. So I might try and do a little bit better job of cleaning. Obviously it's going to get some more dirt by wiping it down, so that's going to help too. But that's what I'm going to do next, and then I'll see you guys when I'm done with this. Alright, so hopefully you can see me alright. I just finished up with the spray on Quick Wax by Meguiar's. I think the car turned out alright. It doesn't have the best paint job on there already. I mean, from people look at it and say all the time that it looks brand new, but I see all the little defects, and it bothers me. But it is what it is, and it is pretty decent. I didn't do the best job cleaning it. I'm not a professional, but I think for where I'm at and the circumstances and what I was trying to do, I think I did a very good job and I accomplished what I was trying to do. So overall though, I mean, the car looks pretty good. It turned out really nice, and I think it was extremely dirty when I first got here. I might come back and wipe up a few more spots that I'm noticing where I left a little bit of streaks, but for the most part it looks really good. I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. If you are trying to do this though, just take into account all the things that I said previously. I'm probably going to do this again, but I'm going to become more prepared, and hopefully it'll take less time. One thing I did notice is be careful when you are spraying the car, whether you're rinsing the first time or rinsing the second time. Water will like to drip from up here onto your car, and that's a big pain when you're drying or waxing. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It's only, let me go check my phone. 3:56, so a little over an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, let's say, an hour and 40 minutes. So that's not too bad. Alright, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I know it was kind of weird, something kind of different, but it's something I've been wanting to try, considering my new work schedule, and something that I'm glad that I did. And hopefully, you know, this helped you out if you were thinking about trying to do something like this at your local car wash. And again, if you are trying to do this, take into account the things I said earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get more videos out for you guys. Hopefully I got some things coming. I recently, Blake, my friend who also has a Miata, he recently bought a few things for his car. Hopefully we'll be doing that soon. Cody's getting some things up to the camera. Cody's hopefully getting some things done to his car. Hopefully we'll record that. And obviously I just did some things to the Miata that I posted either yesterday or the day before, a few days ago, whenever this goes up versus when that goes up. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I know it's a little different, and hopefully I'll be able to get more content out to you guys sooner. This new schedule has just been very rough on me, and you know, I'm still wanting to do all these car things, and I have all these goals, and it's coming together slowly. So expect more to come, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.